You guys, this one really concerns me because I often feel that people think that the narcissist has control in this area. This is the one area wherein you really do have the control. It's weird, I know, but what I mean is this. Oh, my loves. When the narcissist is really done, that is really only when you are done. What I mean by that is this. The narcissist will keep coming to you, at you, around you, for as long as you allow it. Do you know what I mean? Let me explain this. They discard you. You might say, no, he discarded me. Okay, they discard you, then they hoover you, then they discard you, then they hoover you. That's a general rule of thumb when you're involved with these kinds of people, okay? Their intent is to keep every supply that they've ever had for as long as possible as a bench warmer should they need to call them into the game. They don't want to burn bridges. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? My narcissist that I had before I started this channel, I burned the bridge. I burned the bridge. I blew up the bridge. He can't get to me. I'm on an island with no moat. There's nothing he can do to get to me, okay? But if I had not done that, he would still be calling me. If I was still receiving him, and sure, we'll have coffee, and every time he got into a fight with any new supply, it's been years now, he could be on his 18th new supply. Anytime there was ever a fight, he would call on those people. He told me right out, little inside information from a narcissist. I told you guys I kept him around and talked to him like clinically, like from a scientific perspective, and I asked him a lot of questions. He said he never deleted anyone's number in his phone that he had been with. Ever. And he would call on them. I caught him. I saw all these texts for all different people. He would just shoot them all out. Maybe like we just talked about this week, maybe I was making him feel lesser than because I do have my stuff together in life. So he's like, oh, it's uncomfortable being around this girl. He was a mess. He didn't have anything together. Nothing. Not finances, not home life, not family, not friends. Nothing was together. Nothing. Everything was a mess. So being around someone who has their stuff together is a little intimidating for someone like that, right? Of course it is. So he starts texting all these people, and that's when I finally found, okay, everything comes to fruition, and I see one name after another. And I said, who are these people? He's like, oh, I never get rid of any number. I keep all my options open. I don't burn any bridges. That's how they'll put it. They won't say I'll keep my options open. They won't speak that because that sounds bad. I don't burn any bridges. They'll try to make themselves sound like a martyr. Oh, I stay friends with everybody in case they need me. That's the kind of friend I am. Is that why you have girls in your phone from 10 years ago? So you guys, this is where we have the control. You can stop communication with him at any moment. You can close that door. Any moment. I know it's hard. I have clients who can't. They're like, I don't want to shut the door all the way. I want to keep it open. Maybe he'll change. Well, he started calling me. He seems really nice. We had a nice conversation. We had a nice dinner. Maybe he's changing. I'm just going to stare at the screen. Maybe he's changing. Please look up. I've made many videos on the fact that the narcissist can't change, won't change. They don't think they have to change. They think they're entitled to behave the way that they do, and they think they're fine the way they are. So they're not changing. They're trying to keep the door open to you in case they need you. That's what they're doing. Keeping a line open. Hey, how you doing? Oh, it's been a month, I know. Yeah, how you doing? You all right? How's your parents? How are your parents? How's your job going? I need this from... No, you don't need that. You don't need that. And they're not doing it. And they'll say, if they feel you're still interested, they'll throw a line out. You know, I still think about you. I'll never love anybody like you. If it were up to me, I'd be with you right now. Okay, then why aren't you? They can't answer you, right? They're already with a new person. It's very suspect, you guys. Think about what they are going through on their end. When they are really done, it is up to you, because they want all avenues open all the time. It's never going to be that you were too much for them and that's it. I'm done. They'll say I'm done. You know how many times mine told me I'm done? I can be a lot when I'm being verbally abused and when I'm being approached with dishonesty and no integrity. My head comes off my body. Do you want to know what I say? This is how I say when I get mad. My head goes back like a Pez container and expletives fly out my neck like the candy. It's called Pez. I call it I'm Pezzing when I used to have a temper. That's how I saw my temper. My neck would go back and I would just let loose, right? Now, for someone that never even swore to their mid to late 30s, that was pretty bad. I didn't like living that way. He loved it. It was all the supply in the world. Look how mad she gets. I wouldn't give supply now to a narcissist if my life depended on it. No way. I'll never do it again. Because at some point, you have to decide, you know what? This isn't good for me. I'm not taking your calls anymore. And that's when no contact comes into play. And we've talked a lot about that. But that's a personal choice. I don't tell anyone to leave because it's a very personal choice. But what I am telling you is if you are broken up or you're in this back and forth, they're never really done with you unless you put the kibosh on it. It is all up to us. It's the one area we have control. And you might say, no, he left me and went off with another person and I never heard from him again. I bet it was really ugly at the end. Maybe you nailed the coffin shut and he knows he wouldn't be welcome. God bless you. Good for you that you did that. That's what I did. He's not welcome here, ever. For no reason ever on earth. So if you make that message known, yes, then they will eventually go away. Nobody wants to walk into rejection. And so my phone has not rung in over 2 years. I haven't gotten an email in over 2 years. I'm safe from that contact because he knows he would never be received here. And if you want to have it done with your narcissist, again, personal choice, you have the control to do that. All you have to do is walk away. Never return their call, never answer their call. Again, not telling you, but it's quite easy actually to not hear from someone. They could email you all you want. You don't have to answer. You guys, I want you to give this some thought because a lot of times we feel we're victim to them. They keep hoovering me. They keep, okay, they might for 2 years. I knew a girl, he went to her work, would go to her place of employment to hoover her. How dare he? She didn't even look up. I love her line. She says, I mentioned it in another video, but she said, Renee, I didn't even want him to hear my voice. She's a client also and an audience member. Yeah, she didn't even want him to hear her voice. She would give him no supply. So eventually it dissipated. And I doubt she will hear from him again. She's now a year in a healthy relationship, happy. I doubt she will hear from him because she made it known, you're not welcome here. You're not getting received by me anymore. In fact, you're being rejected. I'm not even looking up at you. You guys give it some thought. I don't want you to get caught up thinking they have all the power. This is the one area that it's all up to you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you Monday.